So we have come in the second category or second subcategory of the metacognitive. So the knowledge of about cognitive tasks, including appropriate contextual and conditional knowledge. So this subcategory is has to do with the knowledge about which strategy to use for what purpose. It also includes making suitable combination rather of these strategies. So to understand this subcategory, let's take an example. So for instance, the refrigeration technician. So if you are a technician, you have different tools, alright? So he has a different tools. So each one of the tools has a specific use. Then he has to choose tools that he may use to repair the refrigerator. So that's the main point of this category. So next we have the different reading demands and textbooks and novels. So means that here student has a prior knowledge why reading demands of textbooks and novels are opposite or different. So when school season, reading textbook are much useful rather than reading novels. Why? Because textbook are excellent teaching aid. But in summer or Christmas vacation, reading novel is quite pleasure. Okay, so because this is the time that students can relax and have some fun. Alright, so that's the reading demands of these two. So next we have the thinking ahead when using an electronic database. So which means that students has a prior knowledge on how to use database. So for instance, in using computer, so you need to, of course, you need to master the process or the steps on how to open it or how to use it, so that you can easily manipulate it. Okay, so difference between writing emails and writing business letter. So here which means that student has a knowledge between the two. Learners already know that email is electronic while business letter is a hard copy. Okay, so next we have the self-knowledge. So the last topic is the self-knowledge. So self-knowledge here is, for example, need a diagram or chart to understand the complex process. So here's the given example. So which means that knowledge about self on how to understand complex processes. So students must know about the area of expertise as well as the expertise to acquire a better learning. Okay, so next we have the better comprehension in quiet environments. So which means that students has a knowledge about what particular environment suits for them. So for instance, some learners prefer to learn in quiet environments. So whereas the other prefer to collaborate with other to have a better understanding in the given topic. So next we have the need to discuss ideas with someone before writing an essay. So which means that students has a knowledge about what particular behavior he or she may going to attain. So for instance, some learners prefer to do writing alone and some are prefer to collaborate to someone and share their ideas to strengthen their points. Yes, okay. So because some instances that students are not really good in written, and but you need to have a knowledge on how to develop your weak areas. Okay, so with this, we have come to the end of learning about knowledge dimension and revise Bloom's taxonomy.